The moment I told the alien woman her legs were stunning, the station's gravity failed, and I realized she might be about to kill me. The word stunning left my mouth before my brain could stop it. 1 second we were alone in the observation ring, stars sliding past like spilled diamonds, and the next the floor went weightless. My stomach lurched. The lights dimmed to a deep ceremonial blue, and she turned to me with an expression I couldn't read. That should have been my first warning. But it was only the beginning. My name is Elias Vance, and until 3 weeks ago, I was just another structural engineer assigned to Atlas Station, humanity's first permanent outpost beyond the Kuiper Belt. We were supposed to be observers, caretakers of docking ports, and silent witnesses to the arrival of the Kepri delegation. No sudden movements, no emotional attachments, no compliments to alien dignitaries, especially not about their legs. The Kepri arrived without fanfare. 1 moment space was empty, the next it folded like paper, and their ship stepped through a wound in reality. Organic hulls shimmered with bioluminescent veins. They didn't broadcast threats. They didn't ask permission. They simply docked, as if they had always owned the place. And none of us were prepared for the truth. Ambassador Esielen was not what the briefings had prepared me for. She was taller than most humans, with skin like burnished obsidian, threaded with faint silver lines that pulsed when she breathed. Her eyes were layered, iridescent, like looking into deep water under moonlight. And her legs, long, jointed differently than ours, elegant in a way that made human anatomy feel clumsy, moved with a dancer's precision, even in low gravity. I noticed them because I'm human. I commented because I'm an idiot. The observation ring was restricted. No guards. No translators humming in the background. Just her, and me, and the slow spin of the galaxy outside the glass. She had asked me about the station's load-bearing spines, about how humans trusted structures that could not heal themselves. You build things that break, she said calmly. Why? Because we break, I answered. And we keep going anyway. She studied me for a long moment. Then she walked to the window, her legs folding and extending with an alien grace that caught the starlight. And without thinking, without any sense of self-preservation, I said it. Your legs are stunning. Silence swallowed the room. The gravity cut out, and Esielen turned. What I saw next changed everything. Her pupils dilated into fractal patterns. The silver lines along her skin flared bright. I felt pressure behind my eyes, like hands pressing inward. The station's AI whispered alarms I couldn't hear. I tried to apologize. I tried to explain. But she raised one slender hand, and my voice vanished. In my culture, she said, her voice suddenly inside my skull. Such an observation is not aesthetic. The floor drifted away beneath us. It is a claim. My heart hammered, so hard I thought it might rupture. Claim. The word echoed with meanings I didn't want to imagine. Around us, the stars warped, bending as if the universe itself was leaning in to listen. I didn't mean, I began, but she cut me off. You spoke without knowledge, she said. That is dangerous, but also rare. The gravity snapped back on. I collapsed to my knees, gasping. She didn't move. She just watched me with that impossible, layered gaze. That night, Atlas Station locked down. The Kepri delegation requested a private human liaison. They requested me, but that was only the beginning. Over the next days, Esielen sought me out constantly. Not for engineering questions, though she asked those too. She asked about human art, human love, human fear. She wanted to know why we romanticized fragility, why we wrote songs about loss before it happened. And every time, I felt like I was standing on the edge of something vast and hungry. The crew noticed. Whispers followed me through the corridors. Command issued warnings disguised as concern. Maintain professional distance. Remember the stakes. They don't think like us. But Esielen did think like us. Or at least, she was learning. One cycle, she brought me to a sealed chamber beneath the station, a place not on any human schematics. The walls were alive, pulsing softly. At the center stood a ring of light that made my teeth ache. This is a threshold, she said. Kepri bodies do not lie. Our forms reflect our purpose. I remembered her words. Your legs are stunning. I felt suddenly cold. They are designed, she continued, to choose. I didn't understand. Not yet. Then she told me the truth. The Khepri were not diplomats. They were archivists of civilizations on the brink. They arrived when a species reached a crossroads, when survival depended on transformation. They didn't conquer. They selected. One individual. One bridge between what was and what could be. And you, Elen said softly, have been marked. The room spun. My species. My world. Balanced on a single, stupid sentence spoken in awe. Around 40% of the way into my panic, something else hit me, something worse. You didn't choose me, I said. I chose you. Her silence confirmed it. This is not what I expected, I whispered. Neither was what came next. Command tried to intervene. Security teams stormed the chamber. Weapons hummed. Orders were shouted. Elen stepped in front of me, her legs braced, her body becoming something ancient and terrifying. Gravity warped. Men screamed as time stuttered around them. Stop, I yelled. Please. She hesitated. Just long enough. Later, in the aftermath, I sat alone in Mebe, hands shaking, blood dried at my temple. Elen appeared beside me without a sound. I can walk away, she said. Your kind will continue as it is. You will burn brightly, briefly. And if I go with you? I asked. Her eyes softened. Then you will change us. Both of us. It was the lowest point, the moment where every choice felt like betrayal. Humanity on one side, everything unknown on the other. And the quiet, terrifying realization that I wanted to choose her anyway. Because somewhere between the stars and her impossible grace, she had seen me. Not as a specimen, not as a resource, as a risk. The final confrontation came without explosions. Just a room, a vote, a single human standing before alien logic that did not bend for sentiment. I spoke, not as an engineer, not as a diplomat, but as a human who had learned that survival wasn't about walls or weapons. It was about connection. Elen extended her hand. I took it. The transformation wasn't painful. It was expansive, like learning a new color. My body adapted. My mind stretched. I felt humanity behind me, fragile and furious and beautiful. And I stepped forward anyway. Years later, years measured in ways I can't explain, I stand on a world where Khepri and human structures grow together. Where legs built to choose learn to walk beside, not ahead. Sometimes, when Elen catches me staring, she tilts her head in that familiar way. You still admire them, she says. I smile. Yes, I answer. But now I know what they carried me toward. And in the quiet between stars, my heart still stops because I chose wonder and it chose me back.